Hello, hello, hello to all of my amazing Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Cancers, hopefully you all are having a fantastic day on today. Then again, I know you are because that's the intention you set. Cancer, listen, this is still very much full moon energy because the moon is illuminated at about, 96%? Not like you're going to walk outside and say, yeah, the moon is at 95%. It's going to look fully illuminated. So the beautiful thing about a fully illuminated moon, or it looks like a fully illuminated moon, is that it's actually illuminating all paths of your life, not just physically, but metaphorically. Yes, a lot of you all are starting to step into your spiritual gifts and realize just how powerful you really, really are. You have an advantage because the moon is your ruling planet. It never goes retrograde, right? So yes, many phases. 8 major ones to be exact. But let's get into your reading. Most High God, the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Cancers as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where Cancers need to take action. I am talking to my sympathetic, emotional, persuasive, loyal, highly imaginative, tenacious, human lie detectors who are also very charming. You all don't hold back your emotions. You love to give your best. You're empathetic, and also your sweethearts. I am talking to the crabs. Yes. The way that you are getting to your spiritual gifts, Cancers, is very much how a crab moves. A crab never walks in a straight line. You ever see it? It's just kind of sort of this way and this way and this way, but it's getting to its destination. That's how you're getting to your spiritual gifts. Not only that, you all are called the money sign for a reason. You got to be real careful about the energies that you allow to attach to you, Cancers, because you all are very sensitive signs. You're very sensitive to emotions, the energies around you. Very, very sensitive to those emotions. And being sensitive is not a bad thing at all. Nowhere near it. Some people may have heard, oh, you're too sensitive when you were a kid. But guess what? That sensitivity saved your lives. Yes, it really, really did. It got you out of some situations because you were able to pick up on the emotions of everybody in the room. And it got you out of some situations that other people may have succumbed to just because they weren't able to pick up. They weren't able to tap into maybe the Cancer in them, right? So here we have the 9 of Cups. Is somebody going to hit the lottery? Here we have the 2 of Cups. We also have the King of Wands. We also have the Emperor card. Some of you all may have Aries in your chart. Yep, you may have Aries in your chart. So you want to check your full birth chart. Some of you, then we have the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of emotion in these cards. We also have the Knight of Swords. We also have the 8 of Swords. Yeah. So emotionally, some of you all have literally been around people who have been draining your energy, like emotional vampires, right? Some of you all may have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your charts. You could also have Aries in your chart, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart. But listen, Cancer, I want you all to be able to learn how to really tap into all parts of yourselves, because like I mentioned, like on my cusp videos and my decon videos, not all Cancers are the same. So at the root of it, you all are sweethearts, you all are empaths, you give your absolute best, you don't hold back your emotions, charming, human lie detectors, sympathetic, emotional, persuasive, loyal, highly imaginative, tenacious, right? Gods and goddesses. That's what you all are at the core of who you are. But let's say, for instance, your moon sign could be Aries, right? You also want to tap into that part of you that's very courageous, someone who is a strong leader, someone who is just not afraid to move forward, someone who has this very positive energy, someone who is brave, someone who is enthusiastic, confident, determined, courageous. Again, if you have Aries in your chart, you want to tap into that fire in you, right? Something that just helps you to remove yourself from situations that don't serve your highest purpose. People, those energy vampires, because those energy vampires, can come in any form. They can come in the form of family members. They can come in the form of friends. They can come in the form of colleagues. It doesn't matter who it is. Remember, you all are a very magnetic sign. And so you may encounter a lot of people wanting to come to your house. Stop that. because some of those people are walking out of your house with your joy. They're walking out of the house with your power, right? So you don't know what some people are bringing into your house. I mean, the energies they're bringing into your house. So when things come up missing, and we're not talking about just like picture frames and money and the physical things that you can see with your natural eyes, some of the things that come up missing or fractured is things within you, right? You may all of a sudden start feeling fearful or start having nightmares or start some just things happening. So as you, a lot of you all are homebodies, and people want to come to your house. People want to call you. People want to be connected to you in some kind, because you're very magnetic. That's your power. But you have to make sure you create some very healthy distance between you and other energies. Okay. So we have 5 planets that are retrograde right now. We have Pluto, Uranus or Uranus. We have Saturn. We have Neptune and Jupiter. So this is a great time, really, really, for everybody if you know what to do with those energies. But the advantage that you have, Cancer, as the moon being your ruling planet, is ruling over your emotions and being able to detect the emotions in other people, like really walking into a room and detecting the emotions in other people. So you remember I talked about phases, right? The phases of the moon. This full moon energy is exposing every energy around you. Every energy around you. The people who can't control themselves, the liars, the manipulators, the true friends, the false friends, the relatives that really love you and support you, the ones that don't. I mean, like, that's why the crime rate is so high during the full moon. That's why police stations are jam-packed during the full moon, because people don't know what to do with this energy. But I'm trying to help you, Cancer, balance out your energy so that you can start attracting what God and the universe is trying to send your way. And it's all good, right? So this is where I need you to be laser focused in on your goals. Like, really be laser focused in. Get as far away from energies that your highest self is telling you, that's not a good energy to work with. That's not a good energy to even connect to, because they will literally feel like they're sucking the life out of you. Right? They feel like they're sucking the life out of you. So the overarching theme of this reading is sacrifice, right? So sacrifice by definition means to suffer loss, to give up, to renounce, to injure, to destroy, especially an ideal, belief, or end. So for instance, let's use this as an example. Some of you all have been in relationships with people who literally were just energy vampires. They really, really were. Here you are working hard, earning a decent salary, the whole 9 yards, and they come in with their substandard ambition. They're none or no ambition whatsoever. They want you to do everything. They want you to be the nurturer. They want you to give them all the nurturing, all your time, all your energy, the whole 9 yards. And they bring nothing. They deposit nothing except drama into your lives, right? Get as far away from this energy as possible. Because again, I'm looking at some of you all have been in a relationship with a snake energy. But that relationship had to happen, Cancer, so that you can awaken those spiritual gifts in you, right? And really focus on being your own soulmate, right? Because these hands belong to the same person, right? This is the good in you. This is the evil in you. This is the darkness in you. That's the light in you. This is the seen, the unseen, known, unknown. Get it? That's all parts of you, like embracing all parts of you. So in you, you want to leave the snakes behind, the snake energy behind, and don't second guess it. Don't second guess it at all, because what the universe is trying to send your way is wish fulfillment. What is your biggest wish that you've been wishing for? Is it more money? Boom, here it is. Is it to hit the lottery? Boom, there it is. I'm serious. Is it a new romantic relationship where you won't be taken advantage of and people won't take your kindness for weakness? Boom, there it is. Whatever it is that you have been really wishing for and you put out in the universe, I'm looking at wish fulfillment for you. Yeah. So you're going to have to leave some people behind. You're going to have to keep your grass cut low so that you can see the snakes coming. Right? I see your business doing very, very well. If some of you all are in business for yourself, I see it doing extremely well. And if you're not in business for yourself and you're a leader at your job, I see you being in a leadership position, right? Your leadership position doing extremely well because, again, that fire in you is coming out. Like you're really, really on fire. Very strong leader. And we're not talking about titles and positions. We're not talking about that because some of you all may be like, well, my title is so-and-so. I'm not the manager. We're talking about a leader. By definition, a leader is an influencer. You can be influencing one person, you're still a leader. But I see your leadership abilities strengthening. That's what I'm looking at, right? So here's the question. Are you willing to sacrifice your lower self for your highest self? Your lowest self, and we're going to go with all those cards that fell out the deck, all of them. Your lowest self's Cancer will cause you to be moody. Your lower selves will cause you to be negative. Your lower selves will cause you to be clingy. Your lower self will also cause you to be unpredictable and suspicious of everything. You have to your advantage the moon being your ruling planet. You don't need to be suspicious of anything. You already know it. You already know what you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with everything around you. You don't need to be suspicious of anything. You just know it. You just know, right? Here we have the Three of Cups. So also start operating in the posture of gratitude constantly. Just being grateful for your life. Be grateful for the fact that you are a Cancer, right? And I'm talking about Cancer anywhere in your chart. Moon, rising, Venus, wherever it is in your chart. Be grateful for the Cancer in you. Because that's the part of you that's going to help you navigate in this realm successfully, because you're picking up on everybody's emotions, right? Here we have the Empress card. You're about to give birth to something major. So some of you all may have YouTube channels. Some of you all may have Instagram pages. Some of you all may have radio stations. I mean, not radio stations. You may have access to the world via a podcast or something. But this is talking about the World Wide Web, right? And your gifts. You are a leader by default. And actually, you're on fire. So what I'm saying, there's going to be people that's going to try to come back into your life, because here's the thing, Cancer, because the crab energy, the way that you're moving through life, the way that you get to where you want to get to has not been the conventional way that a lot of people, they may have gone to high school, then college, then, may undergrad and then graduate school, someone else to get to a doctorate or whatever. But yours is so unique. Your road is so unique to share your spiritual gifts with people, that it's going to take a lot of people by shock and surprise. A lot of people are going to want to try to come back into your life, Cancer, because they're going to be like, oh yeah, I know so and so from such and such. That's fine that they want to, but they won't have any place in your life. You're not going to let them back in your life, not because you're bitter. It's because you now started to understand your power as a Cancer. You're actually better. There is no place for them in your life, right? So some of you all are still in complete and total disbelief of how powerful you are, Cancers. So again, what is the fear of stopping you from being all that it was already predestined for you to be? You were already predestined to have these spiritual gifts just by being virtue of being in Cancer and all the other things that you bring to the universe. Now it's like, okay, the whole world is going to know who you are. Really, the whole world is going to know who you are. Like I said, you could have a podcast, you could be on a radio show, you could have a YouTube channel, you could have multiple access, you could have access to multiple mediums. But again, you're sharing your spiritual gifts. Like your delivery, Cancer, for a lot of people are going to be so plain language, so in such lay terms that it doesn't matter who it is. They'll be able to relate to you. They'll be able to connect to you like, wow, this person must be a magician. Your communication skills are on point. No blockages whatsoever. It's just coming through. Just boom, 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 boom. Just coming through. People wanting to connect to you. But this time, and see, it's going to be everybody who wants to connect to you. The world, right? Wanting to connect with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? And for you, they're looking at you like, man, you know what? That they would be the perfect person for me, right? So a lot of people are really going to be in love with you. We have the Lover's card, and then this is attached to your Uranus, which is retrograde right now. When I say it's going to happen for you suddenly, just get ready for sudden change happening for you. When they're talking about, and some of you all will meet your person. It'll happen suddenly. Like all of a sudden you look up, you may be at the grocery store. And this is for people who are, again, desire to be in a romantic relationship. See, here's the thing. This is what I want you to remember something. When you took the time to make yourself your soulmate, right? Balance out your own energy, nurture yourself, do things for yourself, the whole 9 yards, right? After having encounters with a bunch of snakes, and snakes in business, snakes in the workplace, snakes in your romantic relationships, the whole 9 yards. Cancer, you know exactly what you don't want, right? Cancers, good. So you've been in a posture of gratitude, just saying, you know what, God, just thank you. Thank you for peace. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to spend some time by myself, so I can really fall in love with me, so I can see what I want versus what I don't want. I know I don't want to go backwards to some of those relationships that I've been to. I don't want to go backwards to some of those jobs that I left. I don't want to go backwards to some of the romantic relationships, the whole 9 yards, right? So they can't come back into my space, right? Not because I'm bitter, but because I'm actually better. I'm in a place of peace. My energy is completely balanced out, right? This card is attached to Gemini, and so is this card right here. This card right here is attached to Gemini and Virgo, but it's about communication. You have been very meticulous. You have analyzed your whole life and the relationships that you've been in your whole life. And you said, you know what? I know what I want and what I don't want. I'm very clear on that, right? Very, very, very clear about that. So it is not far-fetched. Just some of you all emotionally are going to feel like you have hit the jackpot. The person that you meet, you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't even know. Where did you come from? Like, really, where'd you come from? And I'm telling you, it could happen just like that, because Uranus being retrograde, that's the planet of intuition. Plus, it's about change, right? And spontaneity. And it could happen so spontaneously. You're just like, okay, wait a minute now, just hold on. But see, in the past, Cancer, because you've encountered so many snakes. Some of those snakes were venomous, some were non-venomous. Some of those snakes came into your life to get you to move out of the place of comfort. Like, okay, you know good and well you should have been out of that relationship a long time ago, Cancer. So we're going to create a situation, to my God and the universe, creating situations to get you moving from that place of comfort. Well, I'm just going to wait for them to get better. I know, I don't want to seem like I'm being mean, and I just cut that person off. Okay, well, we're going to create a situation so that you can see them for who they really are. Again, you have an advantage over everybody, Cancer, because your ruling planet is the moon. The moon governs our mood, emotions, subconscious habits, and feelings. Boom. I mean, for real. People can't fake it around you. You all are human lie detectors. A person is lying to you at that very moment, Cancer. You have the decision. You have the power to make a decision unapologetically. Cut that person off. That's the sword in you. That's the air in you. Some of you all have Aquarius in you, right? This is Uranus, which is Aquarius, is one of Aquarius' ruling planet. But again, you have the power to take that sword and just create a whole new life for yourselves. And I'm not talking about in a bitter way. You know, y'all don't need to be saying bye, Felicia, and all that other stuff. You don't need to do all of that. Just say, you know what, I recognize it for what it is, because I know what I bring into this universe, right? They may not know what I bring into the universe yet, but they will soon find out. Why? Because you have spiritual gifts that's going to be shared with the entire world. So yeah, there will be a lot of people trying to come back, trying to connect to you because your money is right, your energy around you is right, the whole 9 yards, everything, life has come full circle for you, and your business is doing well, the whole 9 yards. Why? Because you took that step to say, you know what, I'm gonna spend some time with me. I'm gonna really balance out my own energies and remember who I am, right? Yes, I know I'm a sweetheart. I know I'm an empath. I know that I'm intuitive. I know that I'm emotional in a good way. I'm sensitive to other people's emotions, right? So I don't need to become bitter. I don't need to become moody. I don't need to be suspicious of anything. I listen to my higher self the first time. That's what I'm saying. Are you willing to sacrifice your lower self for your higher self? People say they want a certain life, but are you really, really about that life? Are you really about that highest self life, right? A lot of people are not, because they will defer to their lowest selves. If it's something in me that is telling me that something is off about you, and it's going to cause me to become moody or negative, like one moment I'm happy, the next moment I feel mad about something because I know something in you is off, guess what? This is easy. I need to remove myself from your life, remove myself from your universe, so I can continue vibrating high. It doesn't matter who you are. It could be a parent. It could be your favorite cousin. It could be your romantic interest, your child's father or mother. It doesn't matter who it is. If you are triggering those kind of emotions in me that's going to cause me to be moody, negative, clingy, unpredictable, suspicious, guess what? You got to go. Bye. Goodbye. Right. So again, I see a lot of you all like very clear messages coming through for the right people to come into your life. And I'm talking about right relationships, right romantic relationship, right working relationships, the whole nine. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be so happy if it hasn't already happened. Because I see a lot of people send me a lot of their testimonies like, oh my God, actually stuff is happening. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening, and it's happening suddenly for a lot of people. So Cancers, I'm telling you, if it hasn't started happening for you, get ready. Get yourself ready. If you've been saying, hey, I would love to meet the right person, get ready. It can happen anywhere. It can happen at a gas station. It can happen at a grocery store. It can happen anywhere, right? Take a walk. That's right. Take a walk, right? So 5 plus 2 is 7, right? So 5 is a very, very pivotal point in your lives. You're not moving backwards. You're only moving forward. It's a pivotal point in your lives, right? 2, so it's just you and God, right? So when you take a walk, that's where the message is going to come through to you. It's like, okay, are you ready, Cancer? Are you really ready? Because things are about to really happen and pop off for you. And you've been preparing. It's about to happen, Cancer. So whatever it is that you've been wishing and hoping for, get ready to receive it. Get ready for some people to try to come back into your space, Cancer, that you're going to say thank you, but no thank you. They're going to try to come in energetically through telepathy. They may try to physically come in. They may even try to reach out to some other people who try to get in contact with you to say, hey, so-and-so's been asking about you. You just you just send a message right back through them. You know what? Just tell them I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. You won't have any, like I said, there won't be any animosity, no bad feelings, no nothing. It just is what it is. When I tell you fresh new start, very positive new start happening for you all, listen, go take a walk, Cancer. It's some things about to pop off for you. I'm serious, right? So again, get yourself prepared, but this is really, really about sacrifice. Are you really willing to leave your lower self behind so that you can ascend higher and only defer to your highest selves? It should be a resounding yes. It's time. It's really, really time. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Have a fantastic one. But then again, I know you will, because that's the intention you set. Bye.